Hello, welcome to another episode of Etch Lightning Q&A with myself, Tim Drake, Digital Product Designer at Etch, and
Amy Greenstead, Digital PR and Content Manager at Etch. And this week we have a special guest.
Nathan Hornby, Digital Product Designer, also at Etch.
Welcome Nathan.
Thank you for having me.
Great to have you here.
Thank you.
In the studio.
I feel warmed and welcomed.
All fuzzy.
Yeah.
Well, we've been looking at your questions again. This time the topic has been around decision making. We are now using buzzers.
Should we test the buzzers?
Should we test the buzzers?
Yeah.
Mine goes like this. Nice.
And same rules as last time, we have some treats. We've got some white chocolate coins, very exciting. And if we answer a question within a minute...
With the timer again.
Yeah.
You get it.
And you can all watch and see if Tim gives himself a generous minute.
I want the generous minute. I need a generous minute. I want the chocolate too. One finger on the clock, one finger on the buzzer. Answer the question. Ask the question.
So this question comes in from someone who has an online platform representing a large number of financial advisors. They want to know how they can make it easier for their users to decide who to contact.
I'll try this one.
Take the first one.
I'll go for this one. Okay. I guess without knowing too much about them, their users are going to be, they sign up to this platform? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. The users could be anybody, I guess. So I'll go from that point of view without knowing too much about them. Okay, I guess for a platform like this, I'd imagine there's going to be a large number of advisors, and with that comes maybe even potential decision paralysis. I'm guessing that's probably what might be happening in this scenario. Advice from me is always to sort of reduce the number of choices, but keep the if you're going to reduce the number of choices, make sure the choices are relevant and relevant to the user. For this, I would say maybe ask a bit more about the user whilst they're on the website. Oh God, I've started, so I'll finish. For something like this, it's probably necessary to keep that number of advisors on the site because they're probably representing that number of advisors. So I would look at things like understanding what's bringing these types of people to decide that they need financial advice. Maybe try and look at some mental models or mental maps of this user's experience of your website or the industry. Look at where they're starting to think about things before they touch your come into contact with your product. And things like just asking them questions on the platform itself before you give them choices is maybe a good thing in this scenario. Such as, why do you, what's your attitude to risk? Do you like small talk? Things like that might be able to give you a bit more of an angle on how you display those choices to them. That's way more than a minute. No chocolate for me.
Not very
I think I answered it. Well, is that an answer? Is that good enough? I hope that's a good enough answer.
This one comes from someone who wants to know how to speed up. You're already getting ready to press. How can we speed up or make the decision-making process more efficient in the workplace?
It sounded like you got there first.
An action replay at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, so how can we speed up or make decision-making more efficient in the workplace? At Etch, internally and with our clients, we like to use a couple of processes. One of them is the design sprint, where we take a problem and start working towards prototyping a solution in 4 days, which we've all done here and we're big fans of. Another one is called the Lightning Decision Jam, which you can do as part of a design sprint or as a standalone. Lots of post-it notes, lots of how might we's, lots of kind of looking into solutions for problems going forward, nice and quick. And the other way that we like to do is turning meetings into decision-making sessions. So getting rid of the word meeting, making sure people aren't just sitting around a table and not contributing anything for a couple of hours, and making sure people actually get their thoughts out there and get what they want heard. Am I done?
You are?
Yes.
You get chocolate coin.
Yeah.
I'm a bit bitter about giving it to you, but there you go. Chocolate is sweet. And I'm bitter. I'm going to get the next one though.
Okay.
I'm probably going to go the next one and get it under a minute. So you better
Do you
be
reckon?
quick on the old buzzer there.
Is it
It's a
cheating
capital
tip.
approve. Correct.
Is it ethical to use psychological tricks when designing websites?
Oh,
Has it started?
Yes.
Started?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So is it ethical to use psychological tricks
when designing websites?
Designing websites. So I suppose it depends a little bit on what's meant by psychological tricks. Everyone has psychological biases, cognitive biases that can certainly be tapped into when designing digital products. That can be for good or bad. I think if you are approaching it with the aim of improving experience, improving usability, and actually helping the user to make a choice that's beneficial to them, I think that can be considered as fairly ethical. It's probably only really when you're manipulating a user to do something you know full well that they don't want to do that you could consider that definitely an ethical conundrum. It's not up to me to say whether it's right or wrong for you to do it personally, but yeah, it's certainly something that should be considered, and it should probably be assessed along with things like accessibility and other aspects of designing websites. Is what we're doing ethical? Chocolate, please.
I don't think it worked when I did mine.
Do you think that's what it was? Time's dilated when you answer questions.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it seems to be in my mind. I'm speeding through. Hope we answered your questions all right. And remember, if you want to ask us any more, we will look at them and answer them in the next episode, maybe.
Yeah, we'll be sticking our next topic up on all of Etch's social channels. So we'll post out about the topic, and then we'll eagerly await your questions, and then we'll get answering, and we'll see if Timmy 2 Minutes can answer it.
Timmy 2 Minutes?
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Oh,
It's an unfortunate nickname.
It is an
really unfortunate. Okay, so bye for now then. Bye.
Bye.